the search for a man, for a woman, for leadership. How God looks and searches among men, among women, those he wants to use to provide leadership for his people. Let me first note with you that God is never going to do without leadership in his work. The work of the Lord, whether on the campus, whether in the marketplace, whether even in the churches or in the entire world, God is always looking for men and women he can use to provide leadership for his people. And so, as soon as God begins to raise a group of people, the first paramount thing in his heart is, where can I find a good leader for them? Where can I raise a light that I can use even to help them and to lead my people, to go before them, to go in and come out with them, as we'll be talking about that in the course of time. I have found David. Now, what touched my heart before I begin is that leaders have to be found. Some people think that leadership is anywhere and that anybody can just step out there and become a leader or make himself a leader. No. Leaders have to be found. And they are usually found after a long search. After so many have been disqualified. After so many have been put aside. Leaders have to be found. And that is what is making it a very critical issue for us to discuss deliberately this morning. If God is ever going to use you for something enduring, it is going to be after a diligent search. It is going to be after a serious recruitment, looking, checking, can I trust this man? Can I commit myself to this one? Can I identify myself with this one? So, because those who will serve God in leadership had to be found, had to be sorted out. God never jokes with such men that he wants to use or such women. And for us this morning, even though some of you will think, I'm already a leader, and you're already celebrating yourself. But do you know that why you must not have a bad spirit of not thanking God for where you are? But may I inform you, you are not yet a celebrity. What did I say you are not? You are not yet a celebrity. You are still a leader in the making. You don't celebrate unfinished jobs. You don't celebrate work in progress. Even though you may be happy that, yes, I'm making progress. You may thank God that, yes, I'm going somewhere. At least the direction of my life is becoming clear. But you don't celebrate an unfinished project. The unfortunate thing is that there are so many young men, young women in our time that just like to celebrate themselves. I can imagine how you throw a very big party for the entire fellowship to gather just to celebrate your birthday. They say, Mama is celebrating her birthday. And I'm surprised. Who are you? Work in progress? Unfinished project? The one that we don't know what will happen to her tomorrow? You have not even yet married for us to know whether your marriage will be correct or not. How can you forget that you are only work in progress? So this morning, I want to examine, because God said, I have found, right in the book of 1 Samuel, where the story of David was discovered, which we are going to study very quickly.